So do you see like a company? Shit, I was like, yo, how do I figure this out? But do you see a company being like the mortgage broker or multiple mortgage brokers inside of the metaverse, so that people that don't have money to buy like, you know, expensive property in the metaverse can, using like metaverse mortgages or something like that?
Yeah, I definitely think that's going to be a thing. How they're going to do it, I don't know. There's a lot of
I
things
mean,
I don't
either.
know. Yeah, I don't know how. I feel like
It's-
either new companies are going to pop up or traditional mortgage companies may tap into it.
We back. We black.
Yes, we are black and back. Both East Coast native living in California. He's in LA. I'm in San Diego. Two somethings in a pod.
if you came for serious shit and if you came to be educated, you came to the wrong fucking place, buddy.
Only on the Dom Jackson Experience. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a very special guest. Very special guest. The one and only Lil, a.k.a. Lillian Chukwueze, a.k.a. superstar, icon, coming to drop some gems on us today. Lil, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Thank you guys so much for having
Yes.
me. I am great. I'm grateful to be on the podcast today.
We appreciate having you.
No, we're honored and humbled. Go way back, high school
Way
days,
back,
way back, way back, yo.
Before the glow up. Before the glow up.
Before the glow up, indeed.
Yeah, we definitely all went through our
There's a lot of
phases, for
glow ups
sure.
over here, and this is like a three glow up right here.
Oh man. So we knew you as obviously funny ass, whatever, but also like an amazing athlete back in high school, right?
Thank you.
And yeah, absolutely. But what I didn't know was that you took basketball beyond high school. So I just wanted to get just your experience, why you even made that decision to do that, and how it's kind of helped you as an entrepreneur now, today.
Yeah, so basically after high school, went to college, played ball, obviously. I went to two colleges my first year, and then, well, two colleges my first year. I went to Rutgers Camden my first year, and then I went to Goldie Beacom in Delaware my second year. After that, graduated, then went off to Spain, did my thing, took my talents overseas.
Oh shit! Oh wow! That's
She's
Yeah,
not playing.
so, yeah,
That's
so,
crazy.
so I played there for 2 seasons, and then had a blast, had the time of my life, and came back and then got into real estate. And I mean, just like anything else, like being an athlete always teaches you so much when it comes to like resilience, tenacity, being able to get through like tough times, and
Big
so
facts.
there's a lot of lessons that I took from being an athlete all the way from when I was young to the professional days. So I mean, I can literally go on and on, but I would say like just being relentless in whatever you
Yeah.
do. So and being in entrepreneurship, I mean, you guys, this is a form of entrepreneurship. Like you
That's
have
facts.
to be able to you have to be willing to stick with something for years without seeing the results that you want to see until you get to that point where you actually start to like blow up, so they say. So they like to say like after a while you become like an overnight celebrity, but people don't see like the
To come up.
10, 15, 20 years you put into it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, I
No,
would say it taught me relentlessness mostly.
That's a fact.
Big fact.
And then, so would you say that your entrepreneurial mindset was something that was sparked from athleticism, or was it kind of a thing just always as you as a person, where you were just like, I don't know if I fit in that like that box of somebody always telling me what to do or being in the office or whatever? Did you always have like the idea of I want to be able to kind of run my own shit, be on my own time? Because we know that we saw you doing all types of different entrepreneurial endeavors. Like you never stop. It's always been the thing. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised. We're not surprised that you're where you're at today. That's all I
All
can say about
adventures.
that.
Exactly. I mean, so when it comes to like being an athlete, I really struck like I got like that entrepreneur bug in college, like my junior year. And that's what kind of made me realize like, okay, there's other ways to create a lifestyle for yourself other than working a 9 to 5. But I will also say that I was kind of ignorant to it too, because once you get in the real world, you can't just like you need money to do things.
Yes, facts.
That's big fact.
Yo, yo, for real.
So like I would say I was definitely ignorant, but after some time I realized like, you know what, there's really nothing wrong with having a job, building it up, until you can actually, or starting something on the side and, building that up over time using your job as support. But yeah, I mean, I started the entrepreneur bug kicked in junior year, and I've had that mindset for quite some time now, which is why I'm now into real estate. And it's just, I mean, I don't know. I've always wanted a different lifestyle other than being in a cubicle or being at any job, a 9 to 5 typically. So I don't know. I just never really wanted that traditional lifestyle. Like even when I was in college, I was trying to figure out like what job that would suit me, other than like when I was in college, the only thing I could think of that might fit me is like a sport. What is it called?
Like an analyst, like a journalist.
Analyst. We all have them at the college, like the director of sports or something. I forgot the name of it, but
oh, okay.
Got it. Yeah, the person that basically like runs all the sports of like every department.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
I could see that too actually for you.
Yeah,
for sure.
just like something with sports, like something with sports that also made money, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
facts.
that was like the only
money.
thing I could think of. Yeah, that was the only thing I could think of that like I might be interested in doing. But that required a master's or like 10 years of experience, and I didn't want to get a master's. Not that I was against it, but like I was focused on going overseas, so I didn't really care about anything else. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, just wanting a different type of lifestyle is what pushed me to jump into all these different ventures. And what I realized with entrepreneurism or being an entrepreneur, you try so many different things before you find that one thing that hits. Like any successful entrepreneur will tell, like, you think they hit in that one big business or whatever the case is, like, no, they had like 10 that failed before that.
That's facts.
So I feel like I had to try everything that I possibly could, especially us being in our 20s. Like, that's kind of like the time to do it before you like have a family. Not saying that if you have a family you can't do it, but it's a little bit more risk when you get to that point. So
yeah, it's more risk. It's less time you have to dedicate to it because you got to share your time. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. But it's like, shit, man, I got this little gap window where I could like really push to make stuff happen. Like, why not?
Right.
And then when that family comes, they have the resources that they need to do what you want to do. Vacations, saxophone lessons. When they switch instruments like 5 times. You're just like, whatever. Like, try it. Like it's all good. So yeah, setting yourself up now while you have the little gap to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I know you're an agent, but what I also didn't know was that you're also in mortgages like I am. I didn't know you were a loan
really?
officer.
You're in mortgage? Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Real estate gang.
yeah. My real last day job is to be a mortgage loan officer licensed.
Oh,
So
okay, cool.
yeah. So I actually wanted to talk to you about that because the metaverse is like NFTs and all this crypto, which is something that I know you're interested in. It's decentralized, right? So what I wanted to know or get your opinion on is people are going to be buying more and more property in the metaverse and whatnot. And the way that people buy property in real life is, for the most part, if they're not paying cash, it's through mortgages.
Yep.
So do you see like a company? Shit, I was like, yo, how do I figure this out? But do you see a company being like the mortgage broker or multiple mortgage brokers inside of the metaverse, so that people that don't have money to buy like expensive property in the metaverse can, using like metaverse mortgages or something like that?
Yeah, I definitely think that's going to be a thing. How they're going to do it, I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how. I feel like either new companies are going to pop up or traditional mortgage companies may tap into it. It could be risky in the beginning, so I don't think there's going to be like a lot of companies that tap into it, but I do think there might be mortgage companies that extend that like branch of themselves into like the whole crypto NFT space to help.
Yep.
People are buying digital real estate in the metaverse, so it's like,
oh yeah, it's happening.
You're either gonna get with it or but traditional like real estate in the real life is always going to be a thing, so they might not see it as a priority to tap into right away.
For sure.
I don't know how long or who, I don't know, I guess, how many companies would like jump at that right away. Like, I feel it's just going to be a little bit, like a very small portion of like the mortgage industry that might do that.
For sure. Yeah, I could see it being a new company that comes up because the risk, like these banks, they have investors and whatnot, and the risk involved tying up that money in the metaverse. I could see that being like like not yet type thing. So
Yeah.
for sure, it's gonna take some time, but I see it happening.
Yeah.
Like people are gonna need a way to borrow money to buy property in the metaverse, some way, some form, whether you want to call it a mortgage or whatever it's gonna be called. I can see that happening for
Definitely
sure.
coming
Once that
soon.
demand is there, companies will make a way.
Oh yeah,
They will.
for sure.
There's already enough banks getting in there too between J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs. We just saw them
Goldman
recently. It's
Sachs.
starting to look into it. So there's definitely like the big banks are coming. They're coming. Just who
Yeah.
figures out how to do it the best way and the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And people, they're gonna have to make mistakes, right? Like there's gonna be
Yeah.
companies that are gonna have to make mistakes.
Right.
And
It's basically who wants to lose the most money to figure out the way to do it.
fast. Yeah, exactly.
That's definitely the game.
Speed.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to teach me more about it because like I'm not as into it as you guys are. Like I'll hear news and like I'll try to like stay up on it, but like it's not like I'm like super like NFT crypto space like heavy. I just
For sure.
do things and I try to like learn so I can educate myself and educate others. I mean, I know that there's people that's buying in addition to the metaverse, there's people that's buying real world real estate with Bitcoin.
NFTs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, no,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens with. I think I did hear something with NFTs too, but with Bitcoin.
Yeah, it was like one transaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's happening, like real world and metaverse, like
For sure. I mean, I could tell you that with the company I work for, we have one product where the person can use their crypto as like an asset, but they have to liquidate it before they go to buy the property. But they can use it as like I have this money, Where like a lot of it's a non-QM product, but a lot of companies will be like, that's too risky or whatever. Like we can't deal with that. But so many people, Miami especially, that's actually where we're seeing the most concentration of people that are using their crypto money to
hot.
buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot right now. It's crazy, man.
The whole digital space, I feel like, is in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm in downtown LA, and they changed the Staples Center to Crypto.com, and
Yes.
the Grand Prix right now in Miami is sponsored by Crypto.com, which is just like,
Wow.
what's going on? Like, this is crazy, man.
It's happening.
We live here.
I know.
We
I'm
do.
glad.
The line between the real world and the digital world is like getting more and more just like mixed up meeting in the middle.
It's kind of vanished.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Like, it's crazy because like people always talk about the trend of the metaverse and everything like that. People think like trying to figure out how like it's going to be affected by real estate. And people are saying like more people might be staying home more because they're going to be having their Oculus glasses on. They're probably not going to care as much about having a big space, or if they have a big space, they're going to utilize it just to like they're going to like customize it to make sure like it's I guess Oculus conducive because people.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's a. I didn't even think about that. That's definitely gonna be a thing, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna see some changes, but we don't know exactly what.
All right, awesome. I had one question because me and Dom have beef. It's because Dom,
Is it beef though?
Like, well, you'll see what we're talking
Beef
about.
or
This man likes to talk shit about veganism. I'm not a vegan, but I like vegan burgers. Right?
It's a cult.
I don't eat red meat. I try not to eat too much meat, but I know that you at least at one point were a vegan. Are you still vegan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, explain to Dom. Explain to
There's no
Dom.
converting Dom.
Nah, I don't need you to be converted. I just need you to have an open mind, because he calls impossible meat and all that stuff.
It's chewing gum.
What do you call it?
Chewing gum and sneakers.
Chewing gum?
Chewing gum and sneaker parts mixed up.
Sneaker.
Are you serious?
This guy, man, but it's like on a constant thing. Like he really believes that. But he's never tried it. He hasn't even
my
taken one bite yet. It's crazy.
So Dom, you need to try it. You know,
Yeah.
George is vegan too, my brother. For the audience who doesn't know,
Oh, for real?
He's
Yeah,
vegan
he's been
too?
vegan for as long as
Wow.
I've been vegan. He doesn't post on Instagram, so you wouldn't know anything about him. But he's been vegan. He went vegan shortly after I went vegan, and he's actually gotten a lot bigger.
Wow. He was big when I knew him.
He's like
That's
pumped up
crazy.
now. Like
So
Give me your lunch money.
my beef or my issue is not with veganism. I love vegetables. I'm all about health. I'm all about fitness. It is with the having fake stuff be real stuff. Like, it's just impossible to be that's my real issue.
So here's the thing with that. That's what I realized about a lot of people who don't necessarily mess with like the vegan stuff. But the point of it is marketing. Like if somebody sees chicken, right? If somebody loves chicken and they see a product that looks just like chicken, supposed to taste like chicken, and mimics it, they're more likely to go for that. And if it's named something like chicken, versus if it's the same product but it's named like I know a replacement for chicken people use sometimes is like mushrooms, a certain type of mushroom that gives you a similar texture. And if they say something, if they market it like, oh, this is mushroom something versus this is chicken, like you're gonna be totally turned off. So like you're not even gonna look in that direction. So it's marketing. Like that's the whole point, is to gain your attention enough for you to try it, realize that it tastes good and it's healthier for you, and then you might start eating it more.
I just wanted to try it. And if you did, hey, listen, if you try it, you don't like it, bro, then we don't have to talk about it ever again.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm still gonna hate no matter what.
Like,
I'm gonna hate. I'm gonna have my fake beef marketed as beef.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That is so counterintuitive.
I know, right? This guy. But I could see, because this happened to me. I did eat something vegan, expecting it to taste, and this is my fault, because I expected it to taste exactly like the meat, the actual meat that it was supposed to be, and it didn't, and I got upset.
Yes.
And I literally for like a year, I was like, I'm never going to a vegan place ever again.
People do that too, and I'm like, it's not supposed to be the thing. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't taste like that. Well, it's not it. It's supposed to be similar, like, you know?
Similar, exactly.
So, so tell me, now we're in real estate, tell me why people would actually, because I know not a lot, but I know like a couple millionaires that are literally leaving, like, rushing to leave Cali. So you telling me what is, like, besides the sun and the vibe, why would somebody rationally and logically move to one of the most expensive states ever?
If you can afford to live here and you don't mind paying obnoxious income tax, the property taxes actually are a lot less than a place like Texas. So you're not paying as much property tax. The weather is nice all year round. I will never move to a place where it's cold ever again.
Yeah, there's no more snow over here.
All right. Yeah, it's the word. So I would say number one thing is the weather alone. It might seem like such a minor thing, but you got to think about how much stuff you can do all year round, and that means that businesses can be open and like all year round too, where they don't have to have like heaters and shit. And it gets cold, like 60 degrees, 50 degrees.
That is nothing compared to out here.
It's nothing. But me and Dom, 60 degrees, we got to put something on.
60 degrees, I'm freezing. I'm like, yo, give me a blanket and a hot chocolate right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad.
I lost all my skills.
And other than that, I would say the tech hub. So if you're gonna move, if you want to work for like Google, Apple, any of the Snapchat, they're all here. But they also are building their hubs in like places like Austin and Florida and whatnot. So it's really just about, I don't know. I've always wanted to live here. It's a big ass state, so up north gets a lot colder than down south. I don't know why somebody would want to live
out here, right? Like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I would have moved from Cali to Jersey. I'll tell you that much. But everybody has their thing. We have friends that have done it. So
we do have friends that have done it.
Yeah, I met a lot of people from Cali when I was in college. I'm like, why would you come here? Like,
I guess you want what you don't have. You just never knew about it. Like, oh man, Four Seasons sounds amazing until you gotta fucking scrape the snow off your shovel snow and scrape the ice off your windshield.
Oh my god,
that ain't it. That ain't it,
man.
Texas and Florida has been on my radar, but it's looking like Texas, like Houston.
Yeah, my family actually moved out to Texas, so they're loving it. Yeah, they're loving it.
In the next year.
Mm-hmm. So do you see like a company? Shit, I was like, yo, how do I figure this out? But do you see a company being like the mortgage broker or multiple mortgage brokers inside of the metaverse, so that people that don't have money to buy like, you know, expensive property in the metaverse can, using like Metaverse Mortgages or something like that?
Yeah, I definitely think that's going to be a thing. How they're going to do it, I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how. I feel like either new companies are going to pop up or traditional mortgage companies may tap into it.
That is cool. Yo, when I tell people I'm from Jersey, I hear they be like, so where's that on the map? It's like, what do you mean? It's right next to the...
Oh my god, that's funny.
That's crazy how we're all just making fun of Jersey, where we're all from. I got some staying though. I was born in New York and I lived there for like 9 years, so I got a little bit of cool points, a little bit.
Oh no, you from New York? So down.
Yeah, I got enough. I got enough. But I don't got enough. When people ask you questions though, I'm like, oh shit. So I just say I'm from Jersey because like people like, oh, I was on this train and that train. I was like, fuck, I don't know the answer to that shit. So I'm gonna be like, right? I just say Jersey until they ask me. They specifically want to know.
It's even worse when they ask me because when I say I'm from Staten Island, they're like, "Oh, that's not even New York." So I just hope they don't ask me what city.
People are crazy. Yeah. That's not even New York.
Hate.
Wow.
New Yorkers are so disrespectful. They're like, "Oh, you from New York too? Yeah, Staten Island. Oh, that's not New York. Oh."
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh my god, that's definitely how it is. That's definitely how it is, man. Oh my gosh.
So Lil, well, where could the folks follow you to find out more about you? Socials, whatever, YouTubes.
Yeah, so YouTube, I am my first and last name, which is on the screen, Lillian Chukwueze.
Yes.
And my YouTube channel is really for like real estate agents and everything like that. As you know, we work with a lot of real estate agents. So, yeah, so it's really about that. It started out as like documenting my journey, and then I like learned how to like basically build my business around social media, like as an agent. But now since I work more on the lending side, that information is very vital to help other agents build their business, and then that business kind of translates to me, so it works. And then Instagram, same thing, first and last name. TikTok, same thing, first and last name. Are you guys, Don? You're on TikTok. Ozzy, are you on TikTok?
I have an account on TikTok that I need to be pushing
You're
more.
not on any social media.
I'm on all of it, but I need to post more. I'm there. I'm everywhere, but I'm just not at the same time.
Tell them.
Nah, but yeah, I need to do better. That's facts. That's facts. Especially in this industry, like can't be a ghost.
Dom does good. He's always posting.
Dom's my idol when it comes to social media. I told him that shit all the time.
Dom had a couple videos go like semi-viral, right? Had, like,
a little something like helping out the.
So, couple thou.
Yeah, couple thou.
This guy.
Lil, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much. And what was your ad again from the follow you? It's Instagram, Twitter, full name.
Yep, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, full name Lillian Chukwueze.
Definitely give Lillian a follow. You can follow me at DomJackson747.
You can follow me at OAMJR or Ozzy Loans.
And you can
follow
us both.
The two of us.
Let's go. We got it. Ready?
You can follow two of us at
Twosomethingsinapod. All right, there we go. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you so much. And take care.
Take care.